So last weekend, I slept with a guy, and I was talking to my friends about it, and they mentioned that he might have gone something. I don't know, but I have been feeling a bit weird recently. It kind of hurts when I go to the toilet, and I've been seeing some weird stuff in my boxes as well. I don't know if it's anything serious, but I don't think I should see the doctor because I can't really be asked. But I hope I'll be okay.
This is Farhad. He had unprotected sex and is now exhibiting symptoms of gonorrhea with painful urination and discharge. He is reluctant to visit the GP and get tested. Farhad is unaware of the long term complications that could occur from leaving his gonorrhea untreated. This includes a painful infection of the testicles and prostate gland, leading to reduced fertility. In extreme cases, gonorrhea can spread throughout the bloodstream and cause severe infections elsewhere. The treatment is easy, just one pill of an antibiotic. In the future, to protect himself, Farhad should always use a condom and make sure any shared sex toys are also protected with a condom. It would also be nice of him to inform any recent sexual partners of his diagnosis so they can also be treated. If only Farhad knew how easily his problems could be solved.
2 months ago, I was on holiday and me and my girls went to this beach club and I met this guy and he offered me a drink, so I took the drink. I didn't really think anything of it. Um, and I don't remember what happened after. I think I just lost my memory. But I remember just waking up next to him and not remembering anything, feeling a little bit nauseous and unwell. And I looked down on my arms and I saw needle marks there. So about a month ago, or 2 to 3 weeks ago, I got tested and I found out I was HIV positive. And I haven't been to the doctors since because I think my life is just over and there's nothing I can do. And there's no way I can have another relationship or have children or continue working. And it's just a really stressful situation. And I've just completely shut off all my family and friends, and it's the end of the world for me.
Next up, we have Yasmin. She was having the best time on holiday when she made her first mistake. Here are some top tips to prevent consumption of a spiked drink. Number 1. Keep your eyes on your drink at all times and do not leave them to be looked after by a friend. Number 2. When someone is buying you a drink, accompany them to the bar and keep your eye on the alcohol. Number 3. If you begin to feel severely unwell, inform security your drink might have been spiked or call the police. Whilst Yasmin may have made a mistake at first, she then went on to do the correct thing by getting tested because of the concerns she had. Here are some places you can get tested for HIV: the Sexual Health Clinic, some GP surgeries, some contraception and young people's clinics, and some private clinics where you might have to pay. Yasmin was incorrect when she said her life was over. People with HIV can live very full lives despite their diagnosis. They can still work and have meaningful relationships with the aid of charities and support clinics. Yasmin can receive psychological support as well as income allowance if her diagnosis leads her to face discrimination. As hinted at in the video, Yasmin caught HIV because needles were injected into her. HIV can also be transmitted through sharing bodily fluids when having unprotected sex. Wearing condoms will significantly reduce this risk. Lessons to be taken away from this video are that you should always be vigilant when drinking alcohol and practice safe sex with the use of condoms and avoid sharing any needles. So I just got back from a weekend away with my friends. It was a really awesome time, but I kind of did a big oopsie and I had unprotected sex. Shouldn't have really done that, but it happened. So I was talking to my friend about it, like what are the different things I can do. Like obviously I know that I can't take the morning after pill because it's not really the morning after anymore, like it's been 3 days. But then my friend is on the contraceptive pill, and since they both work the same way, well, that's what my friend told me, yeah. So since they both work the same way, she sort of gave me 3 of her contraceptive pills to take. So I've done that and it'll probably work, but yeah, I'm just hoping it works. But it's a bit of a predicament that I've left myself. in. Here we have Deepika, who is relying on false information from friends and believes incorrect information. The contraceptive pill is not the same as the emergency contraceptive pill. They contain different medicines, and so the two are not interchangeable, even though they do have similarities. Deepika also incorrectly believes that the morning after pill can literally only be taken the morning after. However, it can actually be taken up to 5 days after an act of unprotected sex. Deepika got lost in the moment and is now experiencing anxiety. She should also get a sexual health screening to make sure she's not caught any STDs. Save yourself the stress and use protection. Don't be like Deepika. Be smarter.
I just don't know what to do because I'm so young. I never saw myself having a kid this early. But, you know, in our families, in our culture, in our religion, if I even mentioned that I'm thinking of having an abortion, I can't even imagine what my family would say. My husband would leave me and my mom would be so upset her heart would break. I'm too young and I'm not ready. And I didn't want this in the first place. It wasn't even my choice. But he never asks, we never discuss like using any protection. It's just whatever he says goes. And now I just don't know what to do.
Lastly, we have Ikra, who's been forced to partake in sex non-consensually within her marriage. She finds herself pregnant and feeling pressured by her husband and her family to keep her pregnancy. Ikra has also been suffering domestic violence, the definition of which includes physical, emotional, sexual or mental abuse. womensaid.org.uk provides advice on housing, legal issues and how to make a safety plan to exit a marriage safely. Whilst in this case the person experiencing domestic abuse is female, men can also be victims. For male victims, there is support available at mensadviceline.org.uk where emotional support, practical advice and information is provided. In terms of Ikra's abortion, she can gain access to advice through Marie Stopes UK. They provide a counselling service that allows patients to discuss their options in a safe, non-judgmental environment. They also provide post-treatment counselling. Ikra's complex situation has been broken down into two main areas where she can find support to arm herself with the knowledge needed to overcome her difficulties. We would like to take a moment to focus on the role of a pharmacist in providing excellent sexual health care to the community. Pharmacies are conveniently located throughout towns, ensuring that most of the public can easily access professional medical advice on a wide range of topics. A pharmacist can provide you with sexual health advice, free condoms, the emergency contraceptive pill, at-home chlamydia tests, general contraception advice, the Viagra service, and they participate in the needle exchange scheme. Pharmacists have an open door policy where they're available even for a quick chat to reassure you of any concerns and to empower you to take charge of your sexual health. This has been SexSense Confessions, and we hope you found this short video educational. Remember, whichever sticky situation you may find yourself in, there is support out there if you can be brave enough to take the first steps to look for it. We only have one life, and sexual health plays an intrinsic part in having fun responsibly. There's more to it than just the birds and the bees.